This is Emily from Grammy's Garden. I'm making the cranberry salsa that I told you all that I would be making, and I'm making it, preparing it to go in the refrigerator and sit for, I'm going to let this sit for like 24 to 36 hours and then serve it. But it's better if it sits like 12 hours. It's fine sitting in there 2 days in the refrigerator in an airtight container. So the first thing I have, this is a 12-ounce package of cranberries. I hope you all haven't had the problem that I've had in my area. We've had a hard time getting cranberries. I was at Sam's Club. They had them at Thanksgiving. They said they couldn't get any in for Christmas. So that was a problem for me. Luckily, I had bought extra at Thanksgiving time, like 1 bag extra, which was enough to do for my family and then also for my work. So I'm gonna get I'm getting my little Oster chopper ready here, and it's not wanting to operate. This thing has got such a short cord on it that I have to go meet it. It doesn't meet me, that's for sure. Here's a little piece set on the top. I think I might be getting a chopper for Christmas, like a food processor. I'm not sure. Whether I do or don't, it's going to be all right. So anyway, you're going to hear me chopping these. You want to chop them, like pulse them, like that. You don't want it to be, you don't want them to get like totally juiced up, because they will do that. Okay, and I'm going to show you kind of they're like that. They're sort of quartered, if I was to give you an estimate. There's that. In this little thing, I have to do 1 little round at a time. "12 ounces. I've told the dogs to be quiet. I've told them I can hear their toenails, especially the one, when I'm making videos. I hear click, 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 click the whole time I'm editing those videos. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to think this is a dog kennel. And it's not. Sometimes it can feel like it, but they bless my life, so there you go. There's trade-offs for everything, right? Seems like it. There's trade-offs for a lot of things in this old world. And dogs are some of my favorite things to have on this planet. Okay. And did I say that I got this recipe from watching Becky at Acre Homestead? And I made it, and I loved it, and my family loved it. And actually, I ate more of this than I ate of turkey on Thanksgiving. That's how much I loved it. And I have one son who kept eating it. And so we're all in agreement. This is good stuff. Now, if you don't like jalapenos, you can go ahead and have them and not have the heat. But we wanted more heat this time. So now I'm putting in, just in my hands like this, parsley. Her recipe has cilantro. My family is one of those groups of people that can taste cilantro tastes like soap. And so we don't use cilantro. We use parsley as a replacement. And she uses a good amount of cilantro, like a bunch of it, like you'd buy in the store, a bunch. I'm using about 1/4 of a bunch of parsley right here. In with that, I'm putting just the white part of 4 green onions. If you want that green in there, you go right ahead, but I felt like it was a little bit too oniony. I'm always altering recipes just to fit what my family's particular taste is. And I like to get these onions really well chopped up. And all of these flavors, when you let this sit overnight, they're gonna blend so well. Well, this is just good stuff. I'm always saying it's good stuff. But it is good stuff. Excuse me, Santa Claus, but I'm having to do this right here. hope everybody's getting everything done that they wanted to get done. Now, what I've done, because jalapenos really burn my eyes, what I've done is I've halved them. I want to be sure and get this little piece back down in there. I've got them halved, and I'm just going to chop them. I'm keeping this away from my eyes because, and you know, when you're cutting up jalapenos, I've had my fingers get numb before using them, cutting them. I was cutting them for a friend once, and to make she was making some kind of Mexican dish. I think it was like enchiladas or something, but she was putting a lot, maybe it was green salsa verde ones. But burritos or something. But anyway, I just remember it was many years ago. My fingers actually got numb and I thought something was wrong. I didn't know. So I'm chopping these fine because I don't want anybody to bite into a big old piece. Now, if you don't like heat, here's what you can do with these to keep that green and get a little bit of the jalapeno flavor is just cut the white part that's on the inside. My dad would have called it the pith. You cut that out and then you de-seed it. Like take the seeds out and the pith, throw it away. And then you're not going to have the heat. You might notice a teeny tiny bit, but I wanted heat, and my son that ate this so much at Thanksgiving wanted heat too. So we're in on that together. Because just inhaling, I can feel it. It's going to open up my airways for me. That's a good thing. Yep, there they go. That's a nice fresh jalapeno. You think it was grown out here in my backyard. I didn't grow any hot peppers this year, but next year I'm already planning for my garden. And I hope you all love to garden too, because that's my favorite. Just about my favorite thing to do on this planet last year was that, and then bringing it in and seeing how I could preserve it and can it. It was a real joy in my life. Okay, so we've got those ingredients, and you put in, it says lime juice, but I saw her substitute lemon, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in 1 lemon. I'm so sorry. That was so funny. It squirted me right in the mouth and in the eye. You'd think glasses could keep that out. No. Someone suggested to me in a comment the other day that they might like to send that video I did on those delicious saltine cracker toffee. If they could send that into something, it was like funniest, except they weren't being funny. Funny video. And I was like, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. But this one, send it, I don't care. That's what happens when you're cooking. Lemon juice does get in your eye. I gotta be serious about this. Okay, there we go. And there's no lemon seeds in that. All right, now the seasoning for it, and I kind of do everything by just eyesight, but she said that she puts in a teaspoon of salt. So I'm putting in a teaspoon of salt. Uh-oh, the dog forgot she's supposed to lay down. She's walking. And she's looking at me on the other side of the table. And I'm going to do roughly what I would think would be almost a teaspoon of ground pepper. Okay. See, this is really not that many things. And I did make it one time between now and Thanksgiving. I made it, and I didn't even put pepper or salt in it. And then you put in a cup of sugar, just plain white sugar. You stir it really, really good. And I'm telling you what, that sugar just pulls out the juices of the cranberries. And this stuff, this may sound like this is something that would never go together, this stuff turns out so delicious. Now, after you've let it set overnight, like 12 hours or so, in your fridge, and you want to put a tightly covered, like this kind of cover on it, you want to do that, or your whole refrigerator is going to smell like onions. And I don't really want that. So anyway, you keep that for 12 hours and it'll be ready, because the sugar, the action it'll have on this fruit of the cranberries is it'll start pulling all those juices out. So you just stir it, get it really well blended. There's a piece of parsley that did not get fully chopped, and I don't want to bite into a piece of parsley. I'm gonna look everything over, make sure these jalapenos all got chopped, because I don't want any surprises for anyone. Okay, now once this is set in there, you take a block of cream cheese at room temperature and just whip it with a hand mixer, or just beat it with your fork, or in your stand if you have a stand mixer. And you pour this, and it'll have juices in it. This will sit and it will bring the juices out of that cranberries, and it's so delicious. I can't explain it, because I mean, it's just that good. I just ate this, and I ate it on like Hi-Ho's or Ritz crackers. I'm going to have some Triscuits too for people who might want to have it with Triscuits. My family is really a meat and potatoes family, so we don't have like a lot of hors d'oeuvres. We don't do a lot of cheese balls, you know, maybe a cheese ball, but we usually come and we got our appetites and we're ready to eat. So that's kind of what we're like when it comes to the food area. It's like, okay, it's kind of like that old commercial, "Where's the beef?" That's kind of like how we are, except we're going to be, where's the turkey? And my daughter's bringing a ham. So we're going to be all set. So this, my friends, is the cranberry relish or salsa. I hope you try it. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. From my house to yours, I'll see you later.